Today we had the US CPI coming out lower than expected, which means the market is going up today, including all risk assets. I am your host, Jordan. Nothing on this video is financial advice. Always do your own research and due diligence. I'm not a financial advisor. The stock market, US tech stocks, guys, and cryptocurrency. So if we take a little look now, we can see Bitcoin is up 2% on the day. And earlier, it did just rise all the way up here to nearly 90K in price for Bitcoin off of the back of the CPI. And in general, crypto assets are slowly starting to turn green, some of them, because earlier on this was all red, guys. It was a sea of bloodbath out here in the last few days and weeks and even months in the cryptocurrency market. So what do we have here? We can see Ethereum is starting to go green, nearly 3% up today. Solana is slowly turning around, and all of the other one. We have Bitcoin Cash up here 3% and so forth. And some of the strongest assets that are pumping is Charles from Cardano's new privacy focused token Midnight, which is actually up 6% today here, and some other hot coins related to AI and also the privacy narrative, such as Near Protocol, even Uniswap. We have coins like Canton, Litecoin, Zcash, and even the coin market cap 20 index here is up nearly 2% today. Now we covered the coin market cap index exclusive video here on this channel, so check out the previous video for a full deep dive and breakdown into that. We have gold breaking out up here close to new all-time high, and of course the CPI inflation data came out lower than expected. It was actually 2.7 and the expectations were to be higher than that, and in the previous month it was 3.0, guys. And core inflation came out at 2.6 today, as you can see over here. So this is fueling, okay, a crypto bounce, because this is bullish for rate cuts, guys. If we think about rate cuts, we just had earlier on in the week bad negative news on the jobs market. That was already a catalyst for the Fed to be cutting rates and puts pressure on them to do so. Now this, the CPI or inflation being lower, is a double whammy reason for them to be forced to go ahead with further rate cuts in their next few upcoming meetings here coming up in 2026 for the Federal Reserve interest rate decision. This will fuel risk assets and multiple asset sectors to pump even further here. That's why we have gold breaking out today, right? And we do have the S&P 500 going back towards its all-time high now, up 1%. The Nasdaq tech stocks index is in fact up 2% today on this news, going back towards its all-time high. Dow Jones Industrial Average is also very close to an all-time high, back up 0.5%, and the Russell 2000 low cap stocks index is in fact super close to its all-time high as well, up another 1% today, recovering very well. All of the US stock indexes are recovering as an instant reaction to this news earlier today. Even the US 30 Wall Street index is going up as well here. The dollar did go down initially, but now it's recovered back up to break even on the day. So it did go down, minus 0.5% here earlier on this news, because though inflation is low, it's not bullish for the dollar because it means a stronger dollar currency, but it's bearish because of investors' forward-looking expectations that this will cause the Fed guys to cut rates and lower rates. And of course, lower interest rates in the US dollar currency market does mean a weaker dollar or a weaker currency here, which is why it initially went down, but it is still holding strong. The dollar milkshake theory remains intact. US bonds, however, are dropping on this news, roughly around 1% across the board today, including the US 10-year yield, as we can see here, which has been trending down for over a year or so now, and the US 30-year bond here as well, also continuing its downward trend from all the way earlier around May this year, but ultimately all the way back since 2003. Now Nvidia is holding support up at these high levels nicely. The AI bubble is ready to get bigger and pump up to inflatable highs. Also MSTR, right, MicroStrategy, guys, this thing does look like it is still ready to in fact fall off a cliff at any moment, because even Bitcoin's recovery has not been enough, right, to send this thing heading back upwards. So it looks like it's heading down now. Less than 160 earlier. Oil is going down, which is matching the inflation data, which is good. Oil hit nearly a new low, as low as $55 a barrel. And also gold, right? Gold is up, it's doing the reverse of oil, which is interesting, and it's going back to its all-time highs. You can see here on the daily chart, gold is super close. In fact, today it did hit, nearly the all-time high level, okay, which is around 4,380. Today it hit 4,375 again. Silver is strong like never before, just beginning its multi-decade long bull rally. Could be multi-decades long, guys, for gold and silver in the commodities bull run, due to the endless amount of money printing that is on the horizon here for the US government's massive debt infused debt bomb problem. The pound is relatively strong to even here, as as well as the euro currency. The Japanese yen is still weak and heading down due to the Japanese Bank of Japan carry trade fiasco and drama. The Bank of Japan is threatening to raise their interest rates more and more and continue their quantitative easing bond buying purchase program, unwinding the Japanese carry trade and seeing what happens with that. That was affecting the US markets, but the US policy and the Japanese bank central bank policies are completely at odds with each other, doing the exact opposite right now in the markets. Then we have the Swiss franc currency remaining strong near all-time highs. Roughly speaking, that is what we have today. And now we can see Bitcoin is starting to break down. So it's highly volatile and it is not making up its mind of what it wants to do today, suddenly turning at any moment red on the day. ETH to BTC is still holding up over here since its bottom around April the 22nd in 2005. Could that be a sign of a potential chance of any kind of altcoin season? We will see. And there's no point in going into the other altcoins right now. They are all quite obliterated. Bitcoin dominance is trending sideways, and we'll go in some of the other indexes soon in more detail in upcoming videos. So subscribe and follow the channel for that. Follow us here on this channel if you like these bite-sized digestible updates covering the latest news, macroeconomic trends in crypto and globally across all of the markets. We deliver deep dives into the latest crypto and altcoin opportunities, DeFi and chart analytics, and everything you need to know here all in one place. So follow us and subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notifications, guys, and join us. Thank you for the amazing support right here on this channel, guys. We'll see you in the next videos that we deliver here every single day.